What's up, guys? Doing another Monday PPL video. We're going to do like I've done before, what to watch for Monday night as the Seattle Seahawks take on the Atlanta Falcons tonight, and how does that affect the PPL? So, all right, we're just going to start off. Experience in the Isotopes. Experience have already won this game. So right now they're just padding their stats for points forced. They got Tyler Lockett tonight, Matt Bryant. They'll probably score a combined 20 points, I would think. So, yeah, that's about it for that one. Antonio Brown in his revenge game to the Topes, as he's traded Antonio Brown now twice in his career in the PPL. All right, so we go to the Sharknadoes and Roger Goodell. This one is most likely been determined. Russell Wilson's left for Roger Goodell. Roger Goodell only has 65 points. He's still trailing by 44.3 points to the Nados. And the Sharknadoes have Julio Jones. So he's good for 2 points at the least. So unless Russell Wilson just has an outstanding game and Julio Jones breaks an ankle or twists the knee or something, which could happen because Julio Jones is kind of a baby. The Sharknadoes will come out with a victory for that. The Urinators and Fro finally puts up points. Of course, the week that I don't need him to, which would be any week, but he puts up points when it's the most crucial to his season. He's got Jimmy Graham tonight, and he has a 34.1 lead. As the Urinators only have Mohamed Sanu. This is obviously Fro's game. He's going to win this game. He's going to take over sole possession of first place. As we go a little bit more, the Knights have already lost to the Bad Boys. The Bad Boys have Tevin Coleman and Matt Ryan tonight. He can further his lead against the Knights and also put himself right in the playoff race, race going to the final week. So that'll be interesting. We'll get to that in another video or email. I don't know. We'll see. Not this one, though. All right, and then finally, Lanced in the Pants against the Rowdies. The Rowdies are going to try to figure out if it's Lance in the Pants or Lanced in the Pants tonight, as Doug Baldwin needs, looks like, 17.8. I don't know. But roughly 18 points to win this game. If he gets at 18 points, then Lance will defeat the Rowdies, furthering the difficult or making his playoff route much more difficult for the Rowdies. But yeah, Lance in the Pants also could clinch not last place, if that is something that's out there. I don't know if you can clinch not last place, but I guess technically you can. But that's really the game to watch for. Doug Baldwin, can he have a big game today against Atlanta secondary? I think he's going to put up 14.2 points. So 14.2, that won't be enough in my opinion. Well, it won't be enough if he puts up 14.2. But that is what I feel like will happen tonight. He'll make it close, but I just don't see him pulling it out. All right, I also want to speak a little bit about the changing of the guard in the PPL. So, and I'm talking about teams, not owners or people. There are 3 quarterbacks out there that in the next 3 to 5 years, I feel like will turn the whole dynamics of who is a contender, who's a pretender every year. And those quarterbacks are Carson Wentz, Deshaun Watson, and Jared Goff. Now, Carson Wentz, the Nados have him. I feel like he right now leads the league in points forced for quarterbacks. He has the most. He can make that franchise competitive every year, much like Aaron Rodgers has done for me. And the Nados have a young talent. They have Dalvin Cook. They have A.J. Green. A.J. Green's not young, but they have talent on the team. And because of that, I think they're a team to watch for moving forward. Alvin Kamara tried to trade for him, but he was not letting him go. It was a smart move, I feel like, by the Nados. So Carson Wentz and the Nados, team to watch out for next 3 to 5 years. And I don't mean like in 3 years or 5 years. I mean, he's going to be in contention for at least in the next 3 to 5 years, if not more. And next are the Rowdies and Deshaun Watson. That's a little bit more difficult next year. He'll be out with the injury for part of the season. But obviously the Watson, the Hopkins combination, that is going to be just dynamic. I've seen how it's benefited me with Rodgers and Jordy. I'm speaking for myself. I know other teams have experienced this too, but I know my team better than anybody else, so I just use them as an example. So maybe not this year. The Rowdies maybe not be able to pull out a championship this year, but he will be in the top 3 consideration or top 3 rankings moving forward, I feel like, with that combination. All right, finally, Jared Goff, a quarterback I almost picked up, but Todd picked him up. The Knights picked him up, and Jared Goff has quietly been putting up a lot of points. He didn't have a very good week this past week, only 9.8 points. But at Minnesota, it's a tough place to play. But I think with that offense, Jared Goff is going to have the Knights debating whether he sticks with Cam, his one true love, besides Lauren, and go with Cam still, or if he's going to let that ship sail and start over with Jared Goff and the combination of him and Freeman and Ingram and possibly some other young talent that he will choose to go with. I don't know. He's got Brandon Cooks. Anyway, so yeah, I think because of those 3 quarterbacks, because how important the quarterback is in the PPL and the 6 points per passing touchdown, I think the NATOs, the Knights, and the Rowdies will be top 4 to top 5 at the worst team. They'll be in the top 5 for the next 3 to 5 years. And possibly rotate who's going to win championships. I would say those are my 3 favorites heading in the next 5 years. And that is including my isotopes. Rodgers is getting up there in age. All right. Because of that little last tidbit, my video is 7 minutes long now. But that's all I got for you. Enjoy the Monday night game.